Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to get Liberation underway as they finish the ninth. Icons is on 1 versus 2. Depend who starts Axis and who starts Allies. But after the last 2 maps, BOT123 able to win Manor House while CRG managed to win Coastal. Both losing to their own picks. It'll be interesting to see how this decider goes. Don't you agree, Libby?
So you're still predicting CRG to take this map?
Yeah.
What's your score prediction then? Have a crack.
Score prediction, I would say it's going to be pretty close. Probably 16-12.
16-12, okay. Yeah, I reckon the same. I reckon 16-14, but to BOT123, have to back my prediction. As the game does get underway, you see an all default buy here with the exception of 1 smoke on Icons for the Allied side, and then all default buy for the defenders.
Which is pretty interesting because you normally see 1 smoke as well on the defenders for the archway on the beam, but it seemed like BOT123 when that goes on the B side. But Faye opening things up straight away. He's angry. He gets a second one as well, taking the head of Flashy. That's 2 players already lost for BOT123, and Faye looks on fire.
Yeah, that boost pays off on B as well. That's why they didn't go for the smoke. They were trying to get them to push through. Unfortunately, pushed through too quickly, but it has worked out nonetheless with Faye going up big with 3 kills. Nelzoy all alone takes down the man in question, but is going to get picked up here.
First round going really well. Faye getting a 3K in the end. Also in for Silos getting 1s themselves. And it's going to be the first round for CRG. And like I said, Faye already getting good. Right.
I did not see that, but I can only imagine that was some dirty play from him, as he does pick up the SCG in the second round. So he's feeling confident, going to try and continue that. Wouldn't be surprised if he try and peeks an angle down mid, maybe on the box jump.
Probably so. But Icons trying to look for some revenge, trying to get Faye, because he's at the tank position, but he's unable to hit his shots for the time being as they jump peek him. Ooh.
What a shot by Icons. Yeah, that sets the tone, doesn't it? Don't get too overconfident. You can just hold the angle now as they do sort of all commit to that B site, but they're not pushing in just yet. They're not taking their time. They're expecting that rotate through market from the defending side.
Rowers was able to pick up STG and escape with it, but it's an advantage for BOT123 as they start heading towards the east side by looks things, and these 2 players towards B long anyway. And the Rubbers looking to try and get one back as 2 players push down mid. Pretty slow play, but Rowers in a little bit of a fight, but he gets flanked quickly by Max Strength. Also, he does get 2 back, but he's going to take it out by J Money. So advantage is still in BOT123 favor as they get the bomb down. Steels and Sam needs to try and retake this. And there's still that Icons lurking. Okay, gets 1 player information at least. Looking for the second. Gets for Silos anyway, and that just leaves Sam in a 1 versus 3 and doesn't favor his chances at all.
Yeah, it's early to tell if anything's going back and forth to any succession, but J-Money getting the SDG is certainly very nice for him going forward in this game. Sam is going for the save, but question whether that is the best decision with just the Gewehr and the grease gun. Perhaps not too much value saving, but feels he can do more economic damage instead as he does to pick up Icons.
Clean economy damage is important. Icons not too happy about that. Saying that J-Money should be able to keep this round. Despite the fact J-Money managed to pick himself up an STG. One thing which I like to mention, which I've seen a lot of players do, is they put the weapon they like most in their primary slot. Normally, if you want to try to do some economic damage, try and put your best weapon in your secondary slot as much as possible, I would say. So if you want to get a better weapon as a primary, you can buy it, you know, instead of having to replace the weapon which you already got.
Yeah, I think that's sort of thinking that people just aren't thinking about when they see a gun on the floor right now, but you're very right. Yeah, probably will play more into people's minds as the game progresses. So Icons has picked up the scope here. There's a lot of economic investment from BOT123 here with 3 Thompsons and Springfields, obviously with the SCG as well carried through. But Faye has picked up the car as well, and then the rest of his team are on default, so not stingy on their side either.
either team which loses could cause economic damage, more so on BOT123, especially since they won the previous one, so they only get 1 token for losing. Whereas Maxis would get 2. Seals does spot out Max, but unable to get the frag, and he would have been more favourable since he only had a Thompson. He will start to retreat, but we do see the boost back towards the B site, and that could play important later on in the round. Let's go up towards heaven and boost. Working effective, takes J Money out, but his icons, he gets the headshot onto Elzoid. That's the boost gone. That's him starting to push on the B side, just leaving Robbers left. Sam does get Max on the flank, and the bomb will start going down. And there's no nades on COG. Actually, there is one nade. Does take Flashy off, but not the kill. And Saint takes down Robbers. The bomb will go down. J Money does take down Sam as well, making it 4 versus 2. Seals and Fate. Fate probably wants to save that car, but he's looking to favour his chances in this, and he does find the head of Saint. He's looking for more, trying to get that barrels player. Well, Fasilos rotates towards heaven. He does get Flashy, just leaving J Money and Icons, the scope player and the SCG player. Just leaves Fasilos now, and J Money has to peek into this. And he does so, getting a free game for himself. Icons getting 1 as well as Saint. They losing that car. Gonna cost them in the next few rounds. Actually, maybe not, since he's managed to buy another one.
Yeah, but the rest of the team on defaults, if anything, you know, really just investing in fire right now to try and make a difference. Whilst actually this time again, BOT123's economy is looking really strong. Even money in the bank for J Money here. Oh, Spy does pick up Icons very nicely there with a quick jump shot.
That is an important kill, taking away that scope player. Should be able to retrieve from Flashy, but really great job from them. Elmsroyd having some trouble, but does manage to take down Max Strife towards the B site, and that's 2 players lost. Well, all 5 players still alive. I say that shortly, since Saint managed to take him out with a nade. And J Money looking to hunt Elzoid. Nice, this push here towards mid from Sam. J Money unable to get the frag low. And all the players for Comrade Gaming have rotated towards heaven, minus Sam, of course.
Yeah, I would shortly expect Saint to get picked off here. Try and go for that information play. But he will hear this boost if they decide to go for it. Which I think they will with 5 with that car. Oh, and failing the boost, could have got the chance to pick up the bomb carrier there. They have been spotted out and it has been called. Saint does pick up that quick and easy wallbang.
Oh, sorry. Does manage to get 1 player at least, not the bomb planter. And there's still Sam in the lurk, which can cause a lot of damage, and he does so, taking out J Money, just leaving Flashy, whose life is short for this world. Does manage to get bombed down, and that's some economy gained, but that's only going to be 2 tokens for each player. J Money and Flashy should be fine, but the rest not looking too good.
Yeah, now we get to a stage where BOT123 have struggled in previous rounds during this game, but we're going to see what they do, as Jay just straight away buy an M1 Garand though, so they are buying into this round right to the low, I would suppose. With Saint and Max probably picking up a default and smoke.
Icons only with a nade, sticking with the grease gun, while on the other side we see Roberts and Faye both picking up cars. Interesting how effective they'll be using that. Faye normally playing towards mid, I think Roberts towards the window position. Ooh, Faye almost getting that play up. I need to get him in the second shot, which is surprising. He is brought down to 1 HP. It seems like it's going to be a quick B push from BOT123. Elzoid gets the first kill, but he will be quickly dispatched by J Money. But Fasilos and Aid is good to take down Icons, keeping an advantage. It's in CLG's favour. Rubbers missing some key shots here in the window. And this position is so important to try and get those kills. But Sam, though, the flank, only good for 1. And Flashy making it equal, making it 2 versus 2, and that actually opens a site. Problem is J Money, he needs to try and rotate.
And 5 will be waiting. Will be a test of reactions here, whether you get that flick as Jay jumps across. Oh, doesn't go to that slow peak and picks him off as he gets out of position. So now it will just be Rubbers on the windows of that car. and whether he thinks they're going to go for the A or they're going to double back. He does commit to that rotate. 30 seconds to go.
It seems like J Money wants to go back towards B, maybe 20 seconds, and he hasn't really moved from his position. Seems a little bit undecisive, but now he's heading towards A. The smoke's going to help him get the bomb down. No nade on rubbers either, so he can't stop the plant from afar, so he needs to try and attack this by some means. Or he could just save, count his chances out.
Yeah, surprised to see him going for it here, especially with that smoke delaying him even further. But they are bunched up on the site, so there is potential here.
He does have a calm, which is going to be difficult for him to try and get them when they're bundled up, since he's only can shoot one. He does get J Money, the one on the floor, but Flashy, the quick trade, gets the round win. 3-2, back in fourth rounds at the moment. It'd be surprising if CRG can get another car, but doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Sam does pick up an SCG though. The other side, we do have Flashy. He managed to pick the car out in the end. J Money with the Grand, but carbines and SMGs on the rest.
No coins for either side in the banks. A really quite a decisive round in terms of economy here.
Yeah,
Max
but
picks
Max,
up the first.
very good start from him, and he's even going for a nade to see if he can get the player who tries to retrieve the token, but it's to no avail. Does seem like BOT123 want to go towards this B side. It's going to be tested, but Max keeps his rampage up, taking down Robbers. At the moment, Max is going really, really well in some of these rounds, just getting these open frags for his team.
Just the same as last map as well, just BOT123 getting those range picks early on. Oh, Sam and Fi do level the scores here though, 2 versus 2. And Bomb is not down, so it's going to be on Jay to plant here. As Fasalos comes around the back through windows.
It's really Sam in the best position, taking out J Money, just leaving Flashy with a car in hand and an SMG. Flashy needs to clutch again, and Sam is watching the B long push, which Flashy seems to want to do, and he gets him. And that should be the round for CRG unless they don't want to defuse, which would be oddly weird.
Yeah, this could be an important moment. Yeah, economy looking very strong now, obviously for CRG. But all of them point with the session, or BOT123, sorry, with the session of J Money on 2 coins. So might just go for fast push here, or potentially go for defaults and try and get more picks again.
Yeah, they don't really need to buy anything. They could just buy smoke on one of the players which had more of the economy, which Icons has done, but J Money's will support Carbine.
Yeah, but and as we see them buy down, yeah, they do usually tend to force, don't they? I haven't seen them fully save a lot.
Which I wouldn't say is the best strategy, especially when you're starting on allies. You don't need to get as many rounds. You can eco a few and try and get those important rounds. Bang, but they looking to try and get some of these jump shots, but unable to hit the mark. Gets tagged up quite a bit and has to fall back. Does have a nade though to try and slow this approach. But Sam, I managed to take down Max. Sam's been on fire on this map. He's even found a second onto J Money. Just trying to get down. Also, even takes down Saint. At the moment, each player on BOT123 is falling despite them having control of the side. Just leaving one player. Flashy falls to the hands of Faye. Really good defense. He wasn't trying to stop them getting onto the site. They allowed them to get on the site and then trapped them. That is really good play from CRG. Yeah,
and really great awareness as well, because obviously they've been punished by Max in that previous round for going around the back too quickly, so perhaps BOT123 didn't expect it. But Sam is there in 2 very decisive frags early on, and from that point, BOT123 looks all over the place. But they will go into a save now. As we said previous round, they are saving 9 coins, so going into this round with meters expectations, I'm sure.
Yes, and let's see if they can try and get something done here. Trying to fight the guy at tank Icons, but he's unable to get that headshot which he got in the second round. So all 5 players going to survive for the time being. 32 cards being played out by CRG, and Icons managed to take down Rubbers. But Sam and Elzoid both chiming in for 1, and Sam's looking for a second. Sam's been playing so well on this map so far.
Yeah, complete A house lockdown there, and if you look at their guns as well, they all have double primary weapons. They're just completely stacked right now on CRG. So with that limited buy from BOT123, very hard round to sell.
And Sam with the confident play, jumping out of triple, getting his third kill of the round, making it 5-3, and the economy just growing for CRG for the time being. Let's see what they're gonna do, allies. They all seem to buy some Emigrants, combine icons with his scope to see if he can win the dual mid. See if any player want to try and contest him. It seems like a player does. But no one wants to peek into him. Does miss his short icons, giving his run away. You can see the impact that has played passive all on CRG. Hey, alone towards B. This is pretty interesting. Not most teams play retake B much. They only play retake A. What's your thoughts on that, Levy?
Yeah, it might catch them off guard. I'm interested to see them changing things up when arguably it's been working quite well for them here, but you know. Oh, Icons does pick up rubbers again. He's getting picked in that mid area consistently, so it must be feeling tough for him right now. As Max is extending over, he might get caught out here, and he does. Elzoy expects it. Icons again looking to. Oh, Fi. As quickly as I say it, Fi picks him off. Perhaps getting a bit overconfident here. And yeah, that B retake with Fi on Windows is certainly a potent combination.
Fi actually has a nade to try and stop this bomb plant, so they can keep nading this, and Fi not thinking they're wanting it just yet. Seems to be pretty good at guessing when they are. 1, 2, 3, but a little bit lost, but Saint does manage to take down Sam at least. So that's one man down for CRG, but they still got 3 more remaining. Now Zoy keeping down J Money. He's been playing well this map as well. Just getting those slight impactful frags, even through the wall.
Yeah, clipping through the wall with that foot there, unfortunately for Saint. But yeah, we see Sam and Elzoy both on 13 kills here, with on the contrast in terms of BOT123. Just J Money on 8 there, the only player positive. So now would potentially be a good time to call for a timeout, but both teams seem to be pretty keen to get on with this, get us home early, which you can't argue with. So yeah, we'll see them crack on with the 5 defaults.
Yeah, and we're going to get into the second game pretty fast, but for the time being, like you said, 5 carbines, a little bit of utility on a few of the players, but all these players have struggled a little bit. We have said Max Strafe, he does get through the icons.
Yeah, Fi getting a little bit cutesy there. They've been doing that jump peeking and boosting over that fence quite a lot now.
Yeah, and Icons expected it. Nice placement and then a nice shot. Finish a boot. Sam just trying to delay any B push with a nade. Only gets tagged, so right. So advantage still in BOT123 players, and Sam's looking to overextend too much. Icons getting some kills. Seems like his cap didn't sabotage him too much. So that nade doesn't find any more. Right player on the bomb site, and now Max able to get a kill as well.
Yeah, CRG really just throwing those nades out as they wish, not really communicating them, it seems.
Yeah,
that's what does get picked up.
Going down, 4 players to find for BOT123. Now let's see that shot again. Icons. Nice shot from last round. In this round on Ned's shot onto Fate. Absolutely beautiful. Back into the round though. And Fate has managed to get a car, scounging up their money. Flashy also got a car for himself as well. Icons, he's looking to get some more headshots, but it's actually Fate open things up. Very aggressive peek. Does get one, but he's going to get quickly traded out by Flashy's car. Seems like now going towards B after all. Saint with the bomb, leading the charge. Nades going out. It's Saint and Max getting another one to themselves. Just leaving Salmon for Silos. So far, this B retake not working, especially since Faye's been going down pretty early on. And that's really their problem. Been a little bit too aggressive, I would say.
Yeah, that, and also they're relying on this retake strategy, which I'm not sure why they decided to switch to it, but the nades are, you know, quite predictable right now and also failing sometimes, so not really challenging BOT123 too much so far with those.
Yeah, maybe they should try and create a defense on B, especially since BOT123 hasn't really changed their strategy. They send one player towards mid or maybe two players towards mid and focus on the B site.
Yeah, but
6-5.
BOT123's round to lose for sure. Their economy's so stacked right now. Guns are plenty, coins are plenty, and CRG fought right down to the bone.
Yeah, but even if they lose this round, they got another round they can play with gun rounds. But Saint open things up as well as Max getting a headshot onto Rubbers. Rubbers struggling to keep that mid control. Sam does get one back, but he wanted that weapon and it's going to make him lose his life. Still to Nelzoid left in a 2 versus 4, and this round's already fallen apart. Especially since Silos is left alone. He does manage to get J Money. I really want that teammates on Icon to get a kill. It does seem like he wants to try and collect these tokens. But if you was CRG right now, what would you say to try and fix things?
Yeah, I think just moving away from this B retake strategy, I think they were doing quite well up until that point, and it just seemed like an adaptation that wasn't necessary. Fastball's doing good economic damage there, just Icons left alive, which, you know, is obviously very important considering how stacked their guns were on BOT123. But yeah, I think they had it on lock at, well, it was 3 rounds ago, and now it's 6-6. 3 rounds in a row for BOT123. That retake strategy needs to just be binned and more time spent in the strat mode on nades, I'm afraid.
Yeah, well, they did do the retake strategy for 2 of the rounds, which they won, and then after that, it just stopped working since they figured it out. BOT123, and they haven't really adapted since, but we see lost some dirty shots from him at the end. Nope, too little, too late, and it was already over at that point. It does seem like they're sticking up with this retake strategy, but they're not peeking mid this time because Rubbers has been failing at that job. They're pushing towards the inside now. Nade's going out. Silos just trying to do some damage, but Nade almost killing him, but it's J Money. He opens things up, taking down Sam.
Yeah, by contrast, seeing really nice nades out of BOT123 in the fences area. Fire really quite pressured at all times. Spot does go down, and now it's just Fire and Rubbers. 5 men to pick up. Smoke's going out. It's certainly going to be tough here as Rubbers does take action on mid. Oh, shot by Fire. Icon's screaming up. Yeah, looking to do nothing.
Like at that point, they only got 1
as well. What did you say, sorry?
At that point, they only got 1 kill, and that was after the bomb went down. They need to try and stop them getting onto the site at this point.
Yeah, on the previous patch, I suppose this is where you'd be seeing the shotgun playing up close and personal and B trying to get some work done, but people are obviously a bit more afraid of that now, given its rate of fire nerf and things like that, so yeah, interesting to see how they choose to adapt, or if they choose to adapt at all.
Yep, but you're probably going to be happy 7-6 at this point. It looks like BOT123 is looking to win this half anyway, starting on their allies and get closer to your prediction.
Yeah, well, throwing a spanner in the works potentially is Elsvoy, who is up in that top barn area on B site, hiding away, hopefully playing it patiently. Could see some fun action out of that later in the round. BOT123 not committed to B yet, however.
I do like this change of pace. They're playing it quite slow. They're not rushing into things. They're just waiting to see if CRG will peek into them, since they know CRG are probably getting frustrated at this point. Probably going to do something reckless, but CRG being disciplined.
Oh, and Elsvoy's been spotted out, unfortunately, so luckily for me, that strat doesn't play off.
Yeah, but Rubbers does manage to get down flashy anyway, and Elsvoy has changed position to barrels, which can still be quite effective. They can push him off, but he's still going to be surviving, and Rubbers helping his cause, taking out Max Strafe. And Sam's going to find one as well. I'm surprised that Elsvoy survived this long, and Sam's going to even find Saint, just leaving J Money.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea how Elsvoy survived those 3 nades. That was quite impressive. Yeah. And excellent frags, obviously, by Rubbers there to start the round, getting 2 quick pickups.
Yeah, he's been quiet, holding mid, but he managed to come towards B and help his team out. And that was actually his first free frag. He got 3 frags that round.
Oh, did he? Oh, was that it? His contribution to the game so far? Yeah, I mean, he's been tough on mid. He's been getting pressure quite a lot. A lot of picks there, a lot of one taps, which certainly doesn't feel good. But you know, CRG still have potential to take this half. So you do see both teams buy down. BOT123's buy is not as strong as it has been previously, whereas CRG are looking pretty strong.
Yep.
But BOT123 looking towards that A site, but Sam does shut down Max. They're probably aware that it could be an A angle here, as Rubbers does move over towards middle.
So we do have Facilos towards 8. He's normally favoured to on his individual holes, but Sam does go down. And Facilos does push in to get that refrag, taking out J-Man, keeping the advantage in CRG favour. You can always switch positions to get down Saint. So it's good play from Facilos, just playing the angles right. It just leaves Icons and Flashy's alone towards this A-long position. His life is short since L's already taken him out. Fate finds the head of Icon to finish up the round, 8-7. They have brought back the round. And they somehow won it after being 7-6 down.
Yeah, you had to jinx it, didn't you? Had to.
Yeah.
Inconsiderate. Anyway.
So far, my jinxing has been on point.
Indeed, I'd agree with that.
That must mean I'm a real cast.
And BOT123 buying into those 5 defaults as well, going for the range picks. And 2 smokes on CRG, so might be looking for a B push here potentially.
Yeah, which is interesting since BOT123 only bought 1 smoke. So it'll be interesting to see where they place both these smokes. Probably one in the archway, but Flashy taking the head from Sam, only had 1 shot.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice jumping peak there. Can't complain.
And it does seem like it has slowed down the attack of CRG, but the smoke's coming out now from B-Long. Flashy, he's prepared to get some more. 1 taps in, spots out a few players. 1 pushes him, he does get in, but he's going to get quickly traded out by Faye, and he's going to get fined 2. But Saint finds 2 for himself, just saying Faye alone. Impossible job. He does find J Money's head, though. He needs to ace it to clutch it. And Saint, I think he's just got a superior position, but somehow gets caught out. Faye just needs to find 1 more player. Doesn't know where he is. An Icon, so he's got the information.
Oh. No ace clutch for 5, but wow, what an effort.
So close. Icon's just 1 shot, but he managed to get a headshot in the end. Just clutched around, so it's going to be 8-8. Walk back. Faye almost clutching it. That's the impact that Faye can have in the round. I felt like I haven't really seen Faye in his full form, you know?
Yeah, Sam and Faye both leading the way on the server right now with 17 frags apiece, but yeah, it hasn't seemed like they've stolen the show beyond that 1 round just then. And by contrast, considering his scores are level, only 1 player on the BOT123 side positive on Icons and 12 for 10. So interesting contrast between the 2 teams. Obviously Rubbers struggling on mid that last half, getting a lot of pressure applied upon him. See what he can do this one.
Yep. It's one of those like Sam. He's trying to do some work, but Flashy opens things up, taking out Fi. One of the heavy hitters for CRG. It's going to cost him, but Sam with a quick refract onto Max. He's also been struggling a little bit this game, but Saint doing his job. But Sam again, bringing back that 1 kill. Making it 3 versus 3. I think that's the main difference between these 2. It seems like BOT123 both all getting kills, but it's always Sam and Faye trying to do the work. But Roberts does manage to get 1 of these before he went down to the hands of Flashy. And let's make it a 2 versus 2. Bomb is down for CRG and Sam again. Nice headshot onto Icons, just leaving Flashy with an STG to play with. Doesn't seem like he wants to go for it. Information gained as well. Silas and Sam just bringing a crossfire. Doing like this. Flashy pushes on 1 or the other. But Silas goes wide and Sam peeks, gets the frag, and that's a 4K for him. Great individual performance there from Sam.
Yeah, and so close by Flashy there, particularly pre-plant when he saw they got the wrong angle on the plant there. Almost stick down the plant, and it could have been a different round, but we've all been there not quite having the bullets to get the job done. So it does swing back in favour of the CRG side. Economy looking not so bad, mainly buying into utility and default weapons here. And default guns coming out from the defender side as well.
Yeah, I do like utility, especially on this map. Utility is very, very important. Clearing out angles, nades as well as using smokes, block vision. Icons is playing towards A alone, and rest of CRG though, looks like they want to go towards B.
Yeah, and Sam pushing down this mid tank currently. Might see contact here with Max, who's also getting an inkling that something will be coming. Words traded, but no kills.
We're here to look for kills, Sam, not for words. At the moment, both teams are pretty calm. They're not overcommitting too much, but Elzoid gets the first frag in. Vasilos covers him up, taking down Saint, as well as Faye taking down Max Strafe, but there's still that one player in heaven. He is smoked for the time being. Rubbers looking to get the bomb down. No nades on J Money or Icons to stop it. And the smoke keeping player at bay, J Money. No, not good enough though. J Money managed to take down Rubbers, who has been struggling this map. Sam is looking to get some payback, but Icons right now takes down Faye from behind. If you're these two players, would you go for it or would you try and save?
No, I was about to say I think they're doing great economic damage here, but that's all they can really expect to do with the positions they're in. Might see some more coming in from Icons, but I think it'll probably be too late for a defuse. Does get caught out by Ellsworth though, however, so it will just be Jay looking to try to get some picks.
Seems like Sam wants to take J Money's life. But he will escape Doom. And he's going to keep that going. Only finding 2 kills that round. In terms of damage, it's going to be 10-8. CRG slowly increasing their lead.
Yeah, and playing conservative with their economy right now. Also, Sam having picked up an STG in his back pocket helps quite a lot. So again, that weapon doing more work for the other side than it did for their team that bought it. As we do see BOT123 go for an eco round here.
This is the first time which we've seen a full eco round. Plenty of smoke being bought. Interesting to see how it'll work out for BOT123, and it does get very, very aggressive here. That's actually Pate. Gets Max Strafe with a nade, and he's going to get Icons as well. He's trying to get a flank. B28.
Good awareness by Saint though, pushing through that smoke. As CRG do commit to the site. J Money doing work with that save there. As it is smoked off, but it does look like it's winnable for BOT123 here. As Flashy picks up another, and another by J Money, so it's just the planter left. Sam with it all to do. Gets the bomb down for that economy, but does pick up Saint. There is potential.
Okay, he escapes as well. But that's his life gone thanks to J Money. Great round from J Money. Gets himself a 3k in the round, and it looked like at the beginning that would be CRG thanks to Faye, but managed to bring it back. Making it 10-9. Now the economy has switched. J Money on 9 tokens. Am I feeling that OT? Not yet. It's
I'm
still
trying
a
to jinx
possibility. You're trying to jinx it so it doesn't happen.
Yeah, hopefully so.
Well, I'm gonna say no OT. Doesn't seem like CRG. Back towards B site. They have a few smokes and nades to use, especially on Zelos, but Rubbers almost finds that player at the top. Pays the one to go down first from flank from Flashy, but Elzoid pushing out on Saint, takes down Saint with that Thompson in hand, and now trying to flank towards bomb. Nade take down Sam in the end though. And Max Strafe's nade though. Just
Yeah, such a contrast from CRG. Actually getting so much work done with the nades now. Didn't really see that level of nade work coming out from CRG. This is just Rubbers left alone on that B long.
Yeah. Not much you can do, especially since he's been struggling this map after all. He does manage to get down J Money at least. could try and get bombed down, but that time is gone. He does have a smoke to play with. So if he wants to use it or not. It's icons as well. This is designed to be possible. Runs into Max Strayflow, who gets the frag. Gets around back to 10-10. All equal.
Yeah, and pressing tab, the scores on the two different teams looks like not even playing each other, with Sam on 22 for 11 and BOT123 fairly even across the board, but 10-10 is the score. Both teams buying down to virtually 0, so another important round from the economy perspective. CRG just those defaults and smokes though, so no nades, no other guns to work with. So definitely an advantage for BOT123 going into this.
Yeah, especially since the economy wasn't too good. They only had 2 tokens on each player by the looks of things. It'll be interesting to see how they're going to play at this round, but it does seem like all 5 towards B. Maybe one player watching their flank. It seems like J Money's got a boost up here, as well as a car. These cars are going to prove important to the defense, but these carbines can get a one-shot potential as well on the head, and since J Money's in the headshot angle, cost him, but he does manage to get down sound. He does fall down as well. That's good thinking. Get the advantage. Don't let him get frag on you straight away. At this point, you're just faking the bomb plants. Try and bait in those nades. It does so. Not getting a frag this time. But those smoke's not going to last forever. So good, but Fate let's take down Saint. Seals does fall to the nade in the end, though. Fate didn't work for long enough. Icons too careful, he could fall as well. Ooh, J Money. He's rolling into the money right now. Gets a double kill. Just leaving Fate trying to clutch it out and try and do something, but doesn't seem like it. 10 seconds left and he's going to save.
Yeah, I was going to say at the beginning of that round, 5 picking up 2 well-worked kills. Working with his teammates to fake and try and bait those players out on the street. Really well worked. But then the communication just lapsing towards the end there, giving J Money an opening.
Yeah, especially since Faye still had a smoke, so he could have already smoked it, but in the end, not going well. But like you said, these frags, it seems like Faye and Sam have been working so hard, as well as Elzoid, but Roberts right now, he's struggling.
Yeah,
Only
after that beating
kills
on the other side, it's probably damaged motivation somewhat, but you know, definitely still winnable. Obviously, BOT123's economy very strong. 3 cars right now, STGs, MP40s all over the shop.
Yeah, but even if they lose this, that's their economy gone, just like what happened. And Faye, through the smoke, managed to just spot out Saint, get that frag, almost gets J Money, but J Money was too quick as well as the fact that he had the car. Flashy also chimes in one, taking out Sam, and that's the 2 heavy hitters gone. And the chances have fallen because of that. But really, it's all about these nades, isn't it, Lemmy?
Yeah, as we see him come out, probably picking up J Money here, unless he Sixth Sense avoids it. Nah, taken down. Now we Max closest to the bomb. He's going to get pushed by Rubbers. Oh, no, just the wrong timing. Max just gets the reload in. And now it's going to be down to Vasilos.
He's going to fall to the hands of Icons. And it's going to make it 12-10. BOT123 extending their lead, and it doesn't seem like they're going to slow down anytime soon. Right now, CRG look lackluster, especially after, like, as soon as Faye and Sam seem to fall, they just seem to be lost.
Yeah, and haven't really seen CRG even attempt a mid or an A split or anything of the sort. They are just committing to that B site, and J Money with that car is just getting so much work done. It's proving tough to crack.
It does, but it does seem like they've got a split this time. 2 people in courtyard, 1 player crossing, and that's going to allow Flashy to get Rubbers, and Rubbers does manage to take down Max Strafe. So it's a 1-to-1 trade. 1-to-1 trades really good enough in this style of game. And get those advantages, and you need to exploit them. Flashy though, so well.
Fire just trying to bait out these players in the B site, keep them here, prevent the rotate. As Elzoid does pick up that bomb. He is actually taking it to B, so they're fancying their chances there.
A though, almost gets Saint, but unable to do so. He does throw a nade to try and get him, but goes a little bit too far right. Saints just hold up in dark. But with J Money like this, I don't see them be able to get this site. But Faye, though,
Several
proves
misses
me
from J
wrong.
Money there. Yeah, proving crucial. Well, probably will go down uncontested here unless Saint can have something to say about it. He does. Gets the pixel. Chiming in with a return frag, and it's probably going to rest on Flashy here. They might be aware of position because they planted safe from his eyes. Oh, but Fi does take him down. Disregard what I said. It's going to be down to Fastlos now. Pincered with only 5 seconds to go.
He has to stick this, and they know he does. So he's going to fall. Flashy and Icons working well together. Flashy getting himself a free cape, proving crucial to be in this round. And that's the thing. All the players stepping up. Full BOT123 at times, and it just seems like it's just Sam and Faye.
Yeah, absolutely. Every single map, BOT123 have different players leading the charge. Flashy not doing so well on that first map, but these last two he's been really excellent. And conversely, Max doing very well the first map, but not having the impact he was now in this game. As Flashy does pick up Sam. Rubbers chimes in the return frag onto Saint as well. 4 versus 4 here, but still 2 players on that B side. Something to say about it though.
Wow, these nades actually working really well for CRG. Now 2 kills with the nades as well as 5 stepping in for 1. He's unable to get Max for the time being. Ellsworth does dispatch him quickly with that headshot. Those Icons takes down Ellsworth. Being low from Max. He has to step up, get these last 2 frags, which are Faye and Rubbers. Rubbers been quiet. Faye though, been playing well in this one, planting, and there we go. Icons through the wall, taking down Rubbers. How has he managed that? It's Faye to dispatch him.
Yeah,
Nice effort though.
Certainly a nice wallbang from Icons there. Eye candy,
Yeah.
but Fi solidifying his presence in this game, making sure it doesn't run away from CRG here.
When
Nearing
you're
on that
Rubbers,
30 bomb as well.
when you're Rubbers, you gotta feel unlucky. Wallbang from window. It's not an easy shot to pull off, since there's so many variables that can happen, but your Rubbers just feels like nothing is going for you except for those nades.
Do you see a virtually an eco round coming out of BOT123 here? They brought right down to the bone with the defaults and just a single nade and 2 smokes. The CRG potential here as Sam picks up Flashy as well, and this could be their entry back into the game. Be interested to see if Ellsworth manages to pick out Icons here as he's pushing up. Perhaps too much. Oh yes, what a frag. I thought I was about to say Icons is going to have it and manage to back away, but Ellsworth does solidify it. And Max and Saint left alone on that tank area. Not the best position to play a 2v5 from.
Just leaving Max alone now. 1 versus 5. Just try and get a nade at the end there, but to no avail. Sam gets a double kill, giving himself 3 kills in the round. Really, it's just been Sam and Faye this entire round. Ellsworth sometimes has spurt moments, but for Seals and Rubber's been really, really quiet.
I was going to say, Ellsworth hasn't done the big plays, but he's certainly shown a great level of awareness right now. Doing some important picks here and there, so he's definitely supporting them well. And now BOT123 going for the save round. Could this be CRG's window back into the game? Saw them fall behind a little bit. Sam here trying to pick down mid-street, smoke coming down.
This is another eco round blow from BOT123, but Max does manage to take down Facilis after he takes down Flashy. And at this point, gotta realize that very much an eco. Be careful. Rubbers does manage to take down Icons, but a quick trade from Saint, but it's not for long. He's only good for run. Rubbers, those eco frags, but Max dispatching him. That makes it 2 versus 2. Maybe that 2 versus 1 now, thanks to Faye, but this was an eco round from BOT123. And they've done a lot of damage.
Max here, not in the worst position. Spotted the bomb as well. 50 seconds. Plays this right. Takes down Ellsworth. Max versus Fi. Certainly an interesting 1v1 to set the pace of this game.
Max thinking he's coming from B when he's actually just right behind them, Faye. Question is, when will Max realize this and what will Faye do? Oh. Oh, he's gone towards triple while Max has gone back towards spawn. Hoping to go towards B side. 20 seconds left, and they need to make a decision. Max is quite undecided where to go. But as soon as he hears his bomb plant and his smoke,
Max does
he
have
has
a nade, however.
They won't expect this at all. Does survive it though. And that's a chance, and he misses the car shot. This is going to be tough. Faye is very, very low. 29 kills. This is for his 30th. 13, 12, and looks like Max is just going to stick it. Pros don't fake. Faye needs to push him. And he does so. Close round. Nearly Max clutching it.
Yeah, certainly an enjoyable 1v1 to watch.
Definitely. Faye just managed to get his 30th kill of the game. Do you know what I would love to see?
What would you love to see?
I would love to see the stats, like how many kills they've had in an entire series, how many deaths, stuff like that.
The technology will get there one day. One day.
Seems like there's a split. But it looks like it's better towards the B side. J Money almost gets the kill, but also rubbers onto J Money. Both tagging each other pretty low. Both should recover.
Yeah, and J Money gone 3 rounds now without a frag, so CLG certainly, whatever they've done, certainly adapted to his playstyle. As Rubbers does get the entry as well, important there in this round, 13-13. BOT123
have adapted to the nades of BOT123 though.
Yeah, well, it's also BOT123 have bought this round with 2 cars, so if they lose this round, they will have no money, and this could spell the end for them. But Max does get the return onto Sam, so 4v4, minute on the clock. And Satan in such a good position here to deny the plant. Only getting 1 so far.
Can get more low, and Icon's helping with a nade, but elsewhere and Facilos does get those 2 players, Max Drift and Saint, making it 2 versus 2. Icons and J Money both towards window. Facilos stuck alone while Elsoy looking towards Avon. Facilos needs to get out of there quick, and he does so just before the boost is completed from J Money. It seems like they've given up. And Icons is rotating towards B. Bomb should go down towards A soon, and no nade from Icons or J-Money to deny it either.
Yeah, it's strange how they were so convinced it was going to be a B there, but really good rotation from CRG. Could be an interesting round. I said if BOT123 lose this, they really are going to struggle for money, whereas CRG do have money in the back, so they could buy into another round here, even if they do lose it.
Especially Fate, he's on 7 poke. Without the win bonus or the lose bonus. J-Money and Icons both have cars, both creeping along, smoking off angles. Elsoy and Dark trying to peek, and he gets the first kill onto J-Money, and Vasilos gets a second onto Icons. Great crossfire set from Vasilos and Elsoy to clutch out the round of 2. Actually, all of the quiet players will CIG managed to get a frag that round. Rubbers and Elsoy. Elsoy obviously less quiet than the rest on 21 kills. But now CIG stepping up.
Yeah, and again, J Money, he's been that star player on the B site, 4 rounds without a kill. Wonder if they're going to change something up now.
I would expect it, especially since it's 14-13, but they have managed to buy cars on J Money and Flashy, and it does seem like J Money managed to get the first frag onto Faye. This is the start what you want. 4-1-2-3. He needs to step up more, but that nade from Facilos. Able to dispatch him. They should be able to get the bomb down soon. Just waiting for these nades from 1-2-3, and it seems like Sam brought out Saint, but he's unable to get the frag. Saint's gonna win that duel. Icons now with the flank, and he's good to get down Rubbers. He's been struggling, and now it's a 2 versus 4. Bomb is down, and nearly getting the frag for Silos. He's unable to do so. He's stuck at long now. Players surrounding him, but also he managed to take down Flashy. They need to step up big, these 2 players. Also gets another one. That's 2 players down, but there's still 2 more players that Vasilos needs to find, and Vasilos managed to get the flank of 1, and he gets a second. Down to a 1 versus 1. Saint fakes it once more. He's got a car in hand, but will he expect Vasilos to peek from the right? Does make a sound cue for Silos. It's just wasting time, and that's the round over. Match point for CRG.
Yeah, what an impressive round to watch there. CRG with a really decisive B take, but BOT123 did really well there to contest it. But yeah, interesting fashion to end it in.
Seems like they want to pause icons. And they should be able to get one. Or not, admins, wake up. Ooh, down to 0 seconds.
That is a clutch pause from Dark. That is the most important play of this game. I didn't know you could stop the clock on 0:00. Impressive.
Yeah, you can. Impressive. But with that clutch save from Dark, forcing it for Icons, be interesting to see what they're gonna do with that. Seems like Icons going for an SCG, so they are able to buy this round. Oh. Seems like the server just restarted, so that's great. So I guess we should go into technical pause.
Yeah, I think technical pause for now. They're going to want to know what sort of coins each team had.
So I guess we're going to break, but while we go on a break, one thing to announce is remember to use the hashtag Blitzkrieg Masters to get your tweet appear on the stream during the break screens. So we'll be back with some more information shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After that technical pause, we have sorted a solution. Obviously, we can't go back to how everything started, so we gave everyone 10 tokens. They can buy what they want. Of course, the score is still 15-13 in favor for CRG. Let's get into the round, and it does seem like CRG are heading towards the B site. It's always sad when you have technical issues.
Yeah, can't be helped, unfortunately. Don't know what happened there exactly, but yeah, both teams agreed, and so we see a varied pickup from the defending side, but M1 Garands all over the place for CRG as they move into this B site, 4 on them, and it looks like BOT123 are playing retake. No picks so far in that first 30 seconds.
And it seems like they've used all of their nades to allies, so it'll be interesting to see how they're gonna fare into this round. And they will start getting bombed down, and the nades coming through, but Faye's gonna get the opening kill onto Saint. Advantage, but that nade taking down Elzoy, but the bomb will still be planted. J Money and Flashy both charming in one for themselves, making it 4 versus 2. Leaving Vasilos and Rubbers trying to clutch it. Rubbers does manage to take down Max. Making it 2 versus 3, making it more doable, but it's still those 2 players towards window. It's also Flashy. Very flashy indeed. Those 2 kills with the car, making it 15-14. Gonna make sure you guys remember the score. Can't see it.
Yeah, so just remind if those tuning in, this is map 3. This final round will decide whether they go to overtime or the CRG will go through to the $50,000 major.
Yes, and it's gonna be a controversial decision no matter what's gonna happen, and of course it can't be helped. Let's see if CRG can find a way back into this. Faye will pick up the scope to M1 Grimes and a Thompson onto Sam. Pretty good buy. The Axes got by themselves, pretty good. A lot of utility available to them. Nade almost killing Max. Probably shocked him a little bit. Stood still. J Money still in that window position that he's been playing so well in. See if CNG can get back into this war if we go into overtime. Final map. that jinx, which might actually happen.
And J Money here trying to bait out some nades on the B site, spamming the occasional shot, but no one trying to give the game away right now. Such an important round for both teams.
Neither team wants to lose this. CRG don't want to go into overtime, and obviously BOT123 wants to win it to get a chance to get into the major. And what an accomplishment that would be for this team. Nade from Saint, many players in prowess, but not going to hit the mark. And Sam's going to take down Saint. That's going to be the first kill for CRG. Just going to keep the kills rolling. J Money does manage to take down Faye. He's been very, very good in this game. Too bad we can't see how many kills he's actually on now, but the nades so good from BOT123 normally, but hasn't hit the mark. J Money though still doing his work, but Sam gets 2 of his own. Just leaving J Money and Max Strafe to try and clutch the round in a 2 versus 3 bomb down. Both give up, but J Money doing so well. Takedown for Silos. Just leaving Sam and Elzoy outside of B. Luckily, he is playing for Elzoy, so he doesn't need to peek. And let Sam trying to distract, maybe. Does into Strafe, but Strafe's going to win that duel. And J Money holding his ground, and he needs to peek into this, and J Money with the headshot, and it's going to be OT.
Oh dear, oh dear. Interesting stuff, especially J Money there with that car in the last 2 rounds, going 5 for 0. And Flashio 4 for 1 himself, really doing work with that car. Obviously both teams not too happy with the way this has turned out due to the technical issue, but we will be treated to an OT nonetheless.
Yeah. So we're just going to wait while we get into OT, which admins are going to sort out now.